All right, guys. Looks like we're live. Wanted to welcome everybody. Thank you for joining us this evening. We really appreciate you taking the time to come out, learn about what the Northwest Fishing Club is doing. Hopefully, learn a little bit about NFTs, and hopefully learn about an opportunity that we see today to use the latest technology to help enhance our fisheries. We're going to give it just a minute or two, kind of let people trickle in before we start jumping into things. And at the end, we'll have plenty of time for you to ask questions. It can be about Northwest Fishing Club, it can be about crypto, can be about fishing in general. Whatever you want to talk about, we're down. We also want to let you know tonight about an opportunity that we have. We'll be talking a bit about it later, but we're calling it the Wall Hanger List. It's a great opportunity for anybody that's passionate about fishing, any that really likes to teach people about fishing. Maybe you like to get people excited about fishing. It's a great way to get involved with what we're doing and a way for us to reward you for helping us out, basically. There will be a link down in the description of this video afterwards, so feel free to check that out. It's got all the information you'll need. And yeah, once again, it's just a great opportunity for you, or if you know someone that's really into fishing, please be sure to share it with them, and let's get together. So for those of you that don't know us, my name is Stephen Teal. Tonight I've got Todd Logan and Tim Lindley with me. We're the three of the founders of the Northwest Fishing Club. And basically what we're building is a way to use today's latest technology to create a fun, member-focused club that has an overall goal of enhancing our fisheries throughout the Pacific Northwest. How we accomplish that is by creating a lifetime membership subscription to us and everything that we build into the future with the Northwest Fishing Club. There's now a way for us to incentivize members to be a part of the solution to enhancing our fisheries and then actually be rewarded for their efforts if there is an improvement. So basically, if the fish win, our members win, everybody wins because everything's improving. So before we go over exactly what that's all going to look like, we'd like to give you a chance to get to know us, a little bit about our motivations for starting the Northwest Fishing Club. And so, Todd, you want to lead us off and tell us about yourself?
Yeah, well, thanks. My name's Todd Logan, born and raised in Oregon. Did spend a little bit of time in Idaho, probably 20 years. Went over there logging and then made it my home for a while and then come back home and started my full-time guide career. And after doing that, and, pretty short time, 7 years, this will be my 7th year guiding full-time and just kind of really seeing where the resources are going and how much different it is from what it was. And so conservation is a big priority for us, in my everyday guiding, we let you keep certain fish and then don't let you keep other fish depending on what the resource is doing and what we're seeing because we're on the water every day. Other than that, it's, I just have a love for the outdoors. Tired of the social media stuff, the trolls and the triggering, people just want to ask a question, not get ridiculed for it. And so it's just a safe place for that. And then, people want to give back and see how they're giving back. Direct results, not we're fighting a good fight. You get to see it real time, and the members, have the same voting power as everybody else. And so, there's a lot more rivers in the state than the Columbia and the Willamette.
For sure. Yeah.
But yeah, that's me. That's me in a nutshell. I own and operate Todd Logan's Guide Service.
Awesome. Thank you, Todd. Tim, you want to introduce yourself?
Yeah, definitely. My name's Tim Lindley, born and raised in Oregon as well. Most of my life in Southern Oregon and now living up in the Portland metro area. So a little bit about myself. I'm 25, married, and father to my 6-month-old daughter. In the last few years, I've really started to jump back into hobbyist fishing, and it's been something that I've really been able to enjoy in my free time. But I do kind of feel that, pressure of who's this kid? Why is he on this team? He's not, professional fisherman or a guide. So I do kind of want to tell people why I'm here and why I plan to stick around. Part of that is that I absolutely love graphic design. It's something that I've had a passion for since high school, which was already 7 years ago now. And it's something that I've been able to sort of hone and develop over the time. So I get to use that love that I have and put it towards something that's meaningful and impactful for the earth. And also something that is meaningful and impactful towards something that I care about, which is the water and the fish in this state and in the Northwest in general. So, a little bit about that. other than that, I do want to tell people that I'm going to be a great, cooler head for different types of arguments or some of the more touchy subjects. I know we plan to do quite a few of these podcasts, and I won't be in every single one of them, but I will be able to kind of field stuff and help on. So that's a little bit about why I'm excited for it. The main thing for me is, as a newer fisherman and as a hobbyist fisherman, I really get to spark that interest for other newer fishermen and be an approachable face for people to come say hi to when the vets can be a little bit scary in this world as of now.
For sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I think you're an important part of the team, even though, I mean, Todd and I have been guiding for a long time. We've been fishing all of our lives. But your perspective, that newer fisherman, we need that. We have the lingo, we have, the specific that we know about fishing, and we need to make sure that we have that perspective of the new fisherman. And so you're an important part of the team, and, we're excited to have you on.
Yeah, happy to be here.
Yes.
Yeah, that's awesome. So I guess, thanks guys. I guess it's my turn. For those of you that don't know, my name is Stephen Teal. I've basically been a fisherman my entire life. My dad would tell you that my addiction started when my mom was pregnant with me, as she pretty much ate nothing but smoked salmon for the entire duration. For me, I would say my addiction really started when I was 14, caught my first salmon. And from that point on, I really made it my goal in life to spend every possible day on the water fishing. That led me to go into Oregon State to study fisheries and wildlife. From there, started a website called southernoregonfishingreports.com. That allowed me to network with fishing guides, with some of the businesses. And that ultimately led me to becoming a fishing guide in 2013. I did that till 2018 because when I started, I actually saw the drought starting to affect the Rogue Valley. And in 2016, I watched the Rogue River salmon pretty much fall off a cliff. 2017 was another poor year, and that made me kind of realize that things weren't getting better without a serious change to how we either manage our fisheries or just a shift back to the wet weather, which is pretty much out of our control. So like I mentioned, 2018, I quit guiding. I just didn't see that possibility for me to continue that career without having to start traveling. So quit guiding, started working for UPS, which was a great job. In 2020, on the side, I started up a company called Tall Fish Media and used digital marketing to help fishing guides who are still out there grinding to grow their business. Just because I was part of that, I wanted to give back to those guys and really help them manage when things were actually getting tougher for them. While doing both these jobs, I started to get a big interest in crypto. I rode the 2017 bubble basically from the bottom to the top and all the way back down to the bottom. Even when it crashed, I started to just really learn about the technology and kept that interest. And then in 2021, I kind of saw where things were going with NFTs and started to focus my attention there. That opportunity and that focusing my attention on that actually led me to be able to quit UPS this last October. And now I can focus my attention solely on my own adventures. So that's kind of what has led us here this evening. I'm really excited to be able to introduce you to what crypto has, the power that crypto has, and how we can use it to benefit the Pacific Northwest. And the reason why I'm doing all this is that I want to take what I've learned in life about fishing, about technology, and bring it all together in a way to help our fisheries and hopefully light that spark of excitement in others that I have for fishing. So, I mean, now that you guys kind of have had an opportunity to get to know us, a little bit about our motivations, we'd like to start diving in a little bit into what the actual Northwest Fishing Club is. So Todd, I know you have a really good analogy about this. You probably, out of the three of us, have the least experience with the technology. So, I mean, how would you describe this to somebody?
Well, basically, it's like the clubs that you pay monthly subscriptions to. You know, the mystery tackle box is one just because it's in the same industry, you know, that I'm in. So you pay every month for this subscription, and it gives you access to whatever they're going to send you. With the Northwest Fishing Club, it's a one-time payment, and then you have it. And so, you know, when you buy the subscription, you hope that they're going to stay in business and continue sending you those boxes, right? And so it's kind of, you know, it's a trust thing. It's for sure. Where once you buy an NFT, are you going to deliver? And the way that you know mostly have set it up is it's because there's a revolving income to help finance the fisheries.
Yeah, and so for
know,
those of you that don't know, with the NFT, we're able to set up. There will be 10,000 originally available for sale for $500. After those 10,000 are sold out, the way that the club funds itself in the long term is off a commission sale of those memberships. So if you want a membership, you will have to buy it after the first 10,000 are sold out. You'll have to buy it from another member. The club takes a commission off of that, and that's how we're able to fund ourselves going into the long term.
Exactly. And then, and like I was talking about before, you get a vote in, when you donate to, we all donate to local nonprofits to better our communities. And so when you donate to those nonprofits, you want you're trusting that they're going to do what they said they would do with the money. The Northwest Fishing Club, the members get a vote on where that money gets spent. And I love that everybody has the same voice, that, it's not just the founders saying, well, I love the Rogue River, or, I love the lakes that I fish, Odell or whatever. So all the money's going to go there. Right. It's nice to have the collective pool of like-minded, not that everybody should think alike, but like-minded people of there's resources that need some help, and let's directly help those. You know what I mean?
Everybody's working towards the same goal.
Exactly. And how do we arrive there together? Without the, like we were talking a little bit earlier today, the instance on the social media of a guy just literally took a picture of a fish on a river. I mean, it's, we all do it. It's, that's how we promote. And the ridicule he got for posting that picture was, all it did was solidify the fact of, I'm just over that. The guy just caught a fish, man, was happy. leave him alone.
Everybody's got to start somewhere, right? I mean, we're not all professional fishermen from the beginning. We got to start somewhere, and we're all along that journey in different parts.
Well, and it's, and what I see is I was fortunate enough to get to know you when I first started, and, build our relationship to the point of you running my social media stuff and my website and whatnot, and what it's done for me and my business. And so, it seems to be that older guard that doesn't really accept social media. And in the conversations when people want to have it, because I get a lot of blame for fisheries getting blown up that I fish on, because we do film and all of that on there. And the sad reality is my clientele's not getting any younger. It's just not. And the only way I can reach them is through social media and the new technology that comes available. And that's what, when this got approached, that's what I love is it's the new technology of how people are going to access this information moving forward. So yeah. I'm very excited to be a part of that.
That's awesome. So, I mean, I love that you describe it as a subscription. I mean, I think that's pretty much what it is. You get access to us for the entirety of this, what we're building here with the Northwest Fishing Club. We're going to have a lot of different benefits for the subscribers. Just like you would get something delivered to your door, we're going to be delivering stuff to you. It's going to be a lot of stuff online, but there's going to be stuff in person as well. So I'd like to kind of talk about those benefits a little bit. Tim, you're the artist here. These NFTs, everybody sees these pictures online. They can be random stuff. So will you take us through kind of like what we're doing here with our artwork?
Yeah, totally. I appreciate you asking. So the general idea of this is we're creating 10,000 unique pieces of art. But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going out and cranking out 10,000 individual pictures. That would take a lifetime, right? So we're out here creating different species of fish. Right now we have 9, and I'm working on a 10th that range from sturgeon, striped bass, albacore, rainbow trout, lake trout, Chinook, and kokanee salmon. Really the list goes on. So you're able to get randomly generated a species of your fish. It will get a hat, a fishing rod, whatever sort of random artwork gets put on there. And it's all been a ton of fun to work on. Like I said, I love digital art, and it's been something of a passion project of mine. The great part about having them be uniquely generated through a program is that it gives you a sense of ownership, which you do get with your NFT. It can be personalized. And at the start of things, when you, they call it minting, which is like pretty much when you buy your NFT for the first time, it will come up as a randomly generated piece of art. So you won't get to choose what species of fish you get. You won't get to choose the clothing it wears. But if for some reason you get say you get a trout, but you really want the black rockfish, there's always the aftermarket sales for that. So you can kind of pick and choose after you get your randomly developed one. So that's all stuff that we're having fun with. And I think that as a collector, myself, other people will see a collection value in it, on top of the access that it gives you to all of our benefits.
Yeah. I mean, I think that's awesome. I mean, and for the people out there that don't know, the NFT, the artwork, the NFT is basically your membership card into the subscription. The artwork is just how we decorate that. It gives it a little bit of collectability, some uniqueness, and just a fun way that, everybody can differentiate themselves, even though we're all part of the same thing. You can kind of differentiate yourself and create your own persona or brand around your NFT base because it is a unique piece of art.
Yeah, well put.
Yeah. And so that's just the first benefit that you get from the subscription to the Northwest Fishing Club. The next part is Discord. This is a way for us to basically take things off of social media, get rid of kind of some of the trolls, all the negativity, and kind of gear people towards the positivity, bringing people up and encouraging them, make them excited about fishing, share your knowledge. Todd, you want to take us into a little bit more of the details about that?
Yeah. So I'm just going to throw out the experience, how it happened. So social media, we share information, but it's not really information that I want to blast out to the World Wide Web. I just don't, it's a lot of that stuff is, we got to rein it in a little bit. And so, through our talks, like, well, what would it take? And a kid, I was up at the Portland Sportsman Show in Portland Marine Electronics booth, and a kid come up, he'd seen our videos and said, hey, would you tell me about descending devices? And it started that conversation. And I thought, out of watching all the videos, we get some impressive fish, and it's great. But that's what he gleaned out of that video was, how do I take better care of this resource?
That's awesome.
So we marched down to England Marine, got him a descending device, explained to him how to use it, and then I give him a lot more information than I would to a total stranger that, if you're on my boat and, if you're paying me to guide you, you're going to see all this stuff. But if you just walk up, I shared a lot more information because we are of like mind. I want him to catch fish, and I don't mind sharing that information with people that I know are going to respect the resource the way that I think we should. And in saying that, it sounds kind of like I'm not the end all. The only thing I have more than the average guy is I'm on that lake every day for 3 months straight. I can see real time how that fishery is reacting to what's going on and how we need to better police our actions on it. And then I look at, if I take a 30-year-old fish out of the resource, it's going to take 30 years to replace that fish.
Right.
So you look at, last year, the fishery changed a little bit. The fish weren't as healthy as they were. And so we went from letting you have one between 26 and 30 inches to this year, absolutely zero retention on it, because we had that data of catching fish and seeing what shape they were in. So the Discord, I like that because, you have to pay to get in there. It's not just blasted out to people that aren't invested into making our fisheries better.
Right.
And so that's where, when I say safe place, that's what I mean by that is it's a safe place to where you can have direct access to, through the season, to where gas is expensive. It's going to make a lot of sense of, hey, what I can only tell you what I've been catching. These are the kokanee numbers. If you want kokanee, these are the kokanee numbers we're getting. These are how we're getting them. And then you can make up your mind whether it's beneficial for you to, maybe spend a little bit more money in gas to go have a chance. You know what I mean? It's just getting that information out there because what I see, I book a lot of trips because if you come down the dock and I talk to you, I'll give you, I'll loan you dodgers, rods, reels. I run the latest and greatest state of the art everything. And so here, use it, go have success with it. Chances are you're going to come back and book a trip because you're going to have a great day out there, and you want to pay that back and pay it forward. And how you do that is by hiring. And so this is a way to keep people using the resources. I fish a very small, if you look at Oregon as a whole, I fish a very small portion of it. But with the Discord, you can have guides, down in Northern California through Oregon, maybe you're fishing the Siletz. It's my home river. It's the one that I will not guide. And so there's other great guides there. The Jacob, I just spent a day with him steelhead fishing up there. And so, the Discord is a way to where you have direct access to people in your local community, and hopefully they see the value of building it to understand it's getting people out there that are going to respect the resource.
Right. Yeah, really. As a guide yourself, your knowledge is valuable. So having that special access to you is valuable. I think one of the best descriptions I've heard of the Discord is basically like a hangout at the tackle shop. You're hanging out there, you're with other anglers, you get a chat. It's not going to spread anywhere because it is a private Discord. It's not on social media. It's not there to go viral. You just get to have that. Discord is basically that 24-hour chat with the other like-minded anglers like yourself. It also gives people that have the guiding experience or that are on the water every day that opportunity to share their knowledge with people that maybe they know are, on that same mindset that want to help our fisheries, and they're just looking for more opportunities to get out. They just love fishing. If I tell you, hey, there's a good bite going on at Agate Lake right now for crappie, and you can go catch 100 fish in an hour, hey, let's all go take advantage of it. It's not going to hurt anybody. It's just another way for you to get excited.
It's that cup of coffee that you can have with fishermen. Yeah. Not braggy, but we're fishermen. So, we'll brag. You give us a minute. We'll brag about some fish.
And you want to be able to share your kills of the biggest fish and all that kind of stuff. And I think that's a great place to do it. But, in terms of being a newer fisherman, but just in general of being a person who wants to improve at what they do that they enjoy, I think that shares value for someone like you, Todd, or even someone like me, to be able to learn maybe about a fishery that you're interested in, or maybe learn more about one that you think you know everything about. So I think that's what really holds a lot of great value in the Discord.
Well, it's a place, the acceptance, right? When you go into a tackle shop, everybody's there. Everybody that walks in there is a fisherman. And you just know that because why else would you be there? And so you're automatically accepted because you're a fisherman. And so it's just that comfortable environment of, maybe I don't have the gas money this weekend to go fish. I can jump on the Discord and have my cup of coffee in the morning and jump in the chats that are on there and, still have that. It's literally, it makes it so easy.
Yeah. And really, for those of you that don't know, Discord it's basically a 24-hour chat. Unlike social media, it gives you the ability to go back and search. So you can go up to the search tab. You want to know about Rogue River, what anybody's talked about on the Rogue River in the last forever in this Discord. You can type in Rogue River. Up pops every single chat that's ever been talked about. So you can go back and look through everybody's information. Social media, you can't really do that. There's so many groups, everything's so spread out. Everything goes off your timeline so fast that you're not going to see it. And so Discord is a way kind of similar to like the old forums like ifish.net or the Oregon Fishing Forum. But it's more of a live chat, a live hangout type of situation where you just jump in, talk some fishing with some friends, and then you can go back and join the conversations whenever you want.
Yeah, because, I mean, look at how things change. Look at where, we were joking earlier, the corkies. It went, now it's all soft beats. Well, now, people in the corkies back with the pink worms. But, pretty much drifting a corky and a yarn ball it's puffballs and yarnies now with a little bit of bait. And so, it's a way to stay on top of the new techniques. Bobber dog, I mean, it's easy. I mean, it literally is. If you want to catch a steelhead, you do that for half a day where there's steelheads and you'll get one. I mean, it makes it super easy. And so,
right. Yeah, for sure.
Again, that information, if you're not in the industry, how do you get into it? Well, that's a nice thing. I mean, that's what we're starting, is that community, that brotherhood community, to where you have the confidence. You put me and you in a drift boat, we're going to catch fish. I mean, it's not to be braggy or anything, but I mean, we have that confidence. We have that knowledge. When we say, like if I say, Tim, I said, hit the bottom and reel it up 5 crates. The first thing you're going to ask is, how do I know I'm on the bottom? And so, I mean, but that's what the Discord, you can break it down to that level of understanding. That's one of the nicest things, that have Tim on here is, just talking, is I ask him what words mean, in the text, and he asks me what the fishing terms are. So we're a great pair.
Right.
Perfect.
Like Batman and Robin.
Yeah.
I'm Batman.
Okay. I knew that was going to happen. Just let it slide this time.
And yeah, I mean, really the Discord, for people like yourself, it's a great way to help educate other anglers that may not have that education, may be new to fishing it. And so you can go in there, help people out, and not have to worry about the social media. You don't have to worry about the trolls coming into the post. If you're that new fisherman asking the question, if you're the guide or the experienced fisherman, you don't have to.
Yeah.
So I think we've discussed the Discord pretty well. The next big benefit of this, basically the subscription to the Northwest Fishing Club, is in-person events. And so I know we've got a lot of big plans. Basically what these are the derbies, in-person events that we're going to be hosting. Because of how things are structured with the funding, we're able to really host some big events. They'll either be completely throughout the whole Northwest, include all the states, Washington, Oregon, Idaho, Northern California, and we can structure that in a way. We can do rainbow trout derbies, we can do bass fishing derbies, and we can do it all online. That way every member is able to participate. We can also do limited entry things, where it might be a specific fishery, but because it is that smaller fishery, we're going to have to limit it to a few hundred people or something. But so those in-person events, what we're able to do with that for our members is also give you a ticket to that. We're going to give you, at least for the first few years, that's going to be free entry into anything. So you're going to get your ticket into this fishing derby. Because the way we're able to structure it with NFTs, we're going to give you another NFT just for that event, for your ticket. So that's going to be the only way that you're going to be able to get access and be able to participate in that derby. If for some reason you can't participate, you now have full control over that ticket. The club is not charging an entry fee into the derby. We're giving that to our members. But you as a member, if you're not able to participate, you're able to sell your ticket. Kind of like a season ticket with any of your favorite sporting teams. You'll receive that ticket. You're not able to participate. All of a sudden, now you can give it to a friend. You can give it to somebody else that you want to as a gift. You can sell it. So it really is a way for you to capture that value of the in-person events, even if you're not able to take advantage of it as a member yourself. It's also a way to kind of introduce, if you're not able to take advantage of it, it's a way to introduce new people to the club and the events that we're hosting. And really, I mean, I think our goal is to go big with these. We're going to have the funding to do some big payout derbies, and our goal is to really just have the most fun, unique, exciting fishing derbies possible for the entire Northwest. Things that you guys really haven't seen before. We're really hoping to be able to pull off. We no longer want to do the big fish derbies, kill all of our
No.
big broadstock. We want to do it in unique ways. We've seen what organizations like the Northern Cal Guide Association has done with their striper derby. And so we can really integrate these new ideas, promote the fisheries, and while still protecting them and enhancing them, and also at the same time, giving our members the value of whatever we're building with those derbies.
Yeah, for sure. And that's one of the things that I'm most excited about is the open mind to be whatever. So it's fair to everybody. And, we went down and experienced that last year. I loved it. I mean, that's one of the neatest things I've seen an organization do is how they run that derby. And, because everybody has a chance,
Right.
as fishermen, there's things that like trout derby. Well, if you want bigger trout, you got to get underneath the little trout. That's where the big ones are, and so if you don't have that experience, you're just going out there to catch fish. The derbies are definitely going to be, everybody will have a chance to win that derby because, it's not we don't want to bring those big fish in, we want them to be left out there. And so
the whole goal is to enhance the fisheries with the derby.
Exactly.
It's not to take away from them.
Right. And you don't need 5. You just need 1 the right size. And
right.
So,
and I mean, really, guys, we want to under promise and over deliver for you. So we don't want to give out a huge amount of details with this just because we want you to end up being excited. We want to draw in a lot of people. Right. We want to create demand for these derbies, and we've got some big visions for them. Hopefully we're going to be able to pull those off. And yeah, I think we're going to have a lot of fun with the in-person events. And the best part is you guys that buy the subscription are going to have full access to that. And then you're going to be able to set the entry price to anybody that is a non-member. So it's a win-win for you.
For sure.
And so we've covered most of them, the benefits of the subscription. The last one that we kind of want to touch on tonight is the collaborations. And this may be a little hard to conceptualize a little bit, but like if you're with a normal subscription service, you might get some free like gear. So like with the mystery tackle box, you're getting some tackle. You might get some apparel. And these are kind of the little bit collaborations, working with other companies, working with other businesses. And so with the Northwest Fishing Club, because we are a digital membership, it's actually going to be able to open up a lot of doors, especially with the NFT and what that allows us to do. I think the best way is to kind of give a real world example of this. So let's say you're into fishing. You also are really you do art. And so you can come to us, you can present your idea. Maybe you want to recreate everything that we've done into a 3D model. You can come to us, we can go back and forth, figure out how we can create value for our members and how we can create value for you. And then that's just a fun way to create more value for everybody. And, it gets people excited. It's a way to provide extra benefit for our members. It's a way for you to use your skills and benefit from them and also help our fisheries as well, all at the same time, because anything that we do is going to put money back into that enhancement fund, which will help, grow our fisheries and make everything better here throughout the Northwest. And there's a ton of different ways that this can look. If you are somebody that has any kind of skills, if you're an artist, if you're a guide, if you have any special set of skills, that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those people that we can work with that have an ability that we can use to help create value for our members and create value for you. Just like we're creating the commission on the backside of our NFT. If you create that 3D art for us, for our members, we're going to be able to set up a commission off those sales. So we can, for example, we can set that up. 50% goes to the enhancement fund, 50% goes to you. You're making money off your art. We're providing money into our enhancement fund for our members. And so it's basically a win-win for everybody. And so there's a little kind of collaborations that we're basically looking for. We got a couple already in the works, which we're excited to release and see that artwork and the new experiences that you're going to be able to get on the side from those as well.
For sure.
Yeah.
And it's a community that lifts each other up, and that's very important because, I have guides that I work with, guides that I trust with my clientele, and they trust me with theirs, but we're always lifting each other up, not tearing each other down. That's a group, that lifts you can't fail. I mean, it's the way that progress is made is by positive encouragement, not ridicule. So
yeah, I agree. I think the perfect way to think of it is it's a community. It's somewhere that you would go yourself, and it's somewhere that you would buy a membership for your preteen or teenage, son or daughter. And it's a safe place that you can go, that you can feel it's a family environment, that's a community that you'll all be able to benefit from. So I think that's a really great thing about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, and so we have a long-term vision for the Northwest Fishing Club. What we just talked about for these benefits for basically the subscription that you get from the lifetime subscription that you get from buying one of our NFTs. We just touched on a few of those early benefits that we're going to be able to provide for people, but really we have a long-term vision for this. Over the next 5-10 years, we're looking at taking this nationwide. Our specialty is in the Northwest, especially in the fisheries, and that's our home ground. That's what we know, and that's where we're going to start. If we can prove to everybody that this is the right concept, that this is how you go about things, you reward the people that are actually putting in the time, the effort, the resources to grow the fisheries. We hope to expand this nationwide into both fishing and hunting. And so really by buying that lifetime subscription to us, you're going to get access to that for the lifetime of this. So if we are able to, whatever we have to do, however we spin this business venture, you're going to have lifetime access to that. And so if it can start here in the Northwest, and if it goes nationwide, you're going to be able to go along for that entire ride and reap the benefits as we go along for this entire thing.
Yeah.
All right, guys. Anybody out there that's watching tonight, if you do have questions, please feel free to ask them. We'd love to talk about anything you have. It can be about the Northwest Fishing Club. It can be about fishing in general. It can be about crypto. While you guys ask your questions, I'm just going to kind of break things down again. Just make sure you really have a full concept of what we're doing here. So basically, again, the NFT is your membership card into our subscription service. From that initial 10,000 that we're selling for $500, 75% is going to the club and 25% is going into Enhancement Fund. As an NFT holder, you're going to get all those benefits that we just talked to. You're going to get the piece of art. You're going to get the Discord. You're going to get the in-person events. You're going to get all those collaborations that we work on. And then, so you also get those plus everything that we're building on in the future. And so what you're really buying is that subscription, but you're also supporting an organization and our mission for the long term. Not only that 25% that goes into the Enhancement Fund, as an NFT holder, you get to make proposals. You get to vote on other people's proposals. So that's how we really start to enhance our fisheries. If we're able to sell these 10,000 out, it's going to be a significant amount of money in that Enhancement Fund for our members to have control over. If you're a member of an organization, you got a specific project that you want to work on or that you know about for your local fisheries, it's a great way to basically scale the amount of funds that you can have to put towards that project. So for example, you work with the South Coast fishermen, you like the broodstock program that they have going on, you want to donate, you're part of the Northwest Fishing Club, you want to take $30,000 because they need help with collecting the broodstock and raising them. You can make that proposal. You can tell us exactly what needs to be done, where this money needs to go, what it's going to look like, what the results should be. And then the NFT holders get to vote on that as a collective. If the group thinks that that is going to be something that enhances our fisheries, that's going to make things better, they can vote yes. And then we will work to get that money to who it needs to go to, or the organization that it needs to go to support those missions. So there's really, I mean, from the subscription that you get, you not only get all these benefits, but you're getting a way to have a voice in where our funds go. And so that's like the big part of the NFT is you're not only getting those benefits, you're having a voice in the club. And if the club succeeds, those subscriptions, those memberships, ultimately should be worth more as long as there is demand for them. And, you know, there's no guarantees with any of this, but we're in this for the long haul. I know that Tim and Todd, we're going to be basically working on this for the rest of our life. This is our passion project. And so we want to make sure that you feel like you receive the value of that money that you put up front. You know, any of these other organizations, they're all great. We are actually hoping to be able to work with all of them, help support them. We want to support the people, the businesses, the organizations that are helping work towards enhancing our fisheries. And we're just basically the glue that can bring everybody together.
I think, and just not to interrupt you, Stephen, this, you know, just so people know, a little bit of my backstory, you know, I do have a prosthesis, broken right wrist. And so my rowing days are almost completely over. But this is how I guide for the rest of my life. I love guiding. I love watching people experience what we deliver every day. I truly enjoy watching people catch fish instead of myself. And so this is the one way of this'll, after my body breaks down completely, this is how I will guide, you know, forever is in the Northwest Fishing Club. And so I'm really excited about that. You know, it is my long-term goal.
For sure. Not really seeing any questions come up in chat yet. Like we talked about earlier, we do want to let you guys know about an opportunity that we have, either for yourself or for anybody that you know that is really passionate about fishing. Maybe they like to teach people about fishing. Maybe they like to get people excited about fishing. It's that wall hangers list. And basically, this is a way for us to reward people that jump into the club early, that go into the Discord, start conversations, ask those questions, help spread the word about the Northwest Fishing Club. So you're on social media, you're liking, sharing, commenting on our stuff, and basically helping to grow the Northwest Fishing Club. If you have that extra time on your hand to be able to jump into the Discord, you know, help the community grow, we're able to reward you. And so what those rewards look like at the moment, we're going to give up to 50 people a chance to earn themselves a free NFT into the Northwest Fishing Club. We're going to be creating a wall hangers NFT specifically for those 50 people. And that NFT will get you extra voting power on the Enhancement Fund. So not only do you get the one vote for your regular Northwest Fishing Club NFT, you also get an extra vote for your wall hangers NFT. So you just double your voting power.
So is that two separate NFTs?
Yeah. So, I mean, that's okay. The one that we're giving away, or not giving away, but the one that we're selling for $500. Plus, it's going to be an extra one that's just for the wall hanger list. And so that single.
I got you. Okay.
Yeah. So that single wall hanger list NFT will get you an extra vote on any of the proposals on that are come up for the Enhancement Fund. On top of that, we're going to reward everybody that's on the wall hanger list with a free striker rod of their choice. You know, any of their blanks, you can go onto their website, look them up. You know, they do bass, trout, salmon, steelhead, the offshore stuff, whatever you want. We're going to give you a free striker rod. Then on top of that, Todd here has offered up to basically give 12 people a chance to go out with him and his crew for a day of fishing on Odell Lake for the trophy lake trout. At the same time, he's going to put you up at Shelter Cove Resort in the cabin. And so it's going to be a great way for us to reward those people that help us build this club from the ground up.
Yeah, and that one I'm really excited about.
Me too.
And so, because, you know, I mean, I love it up there. And so, you know, I can't spend 3 months in a place and not, I mean, you better love it because you're there. But that one is I'm excited to see the group of people that this generates and watch them be able to fish together, you know, because we fish very close up there with the other boats, me, Nate, and Alex. And so yeah, that was got me a little giddy of anticipation. You know, you get to see people from all over. You don't know their experience level. You don't know, you know, anything other than just a mixed group of 12 individuals
it's gonna be a great way for people that have put in the time and effort to help us grow, to get to know each other and go have a great time on the water, have a great time up at Odell Lake and just hang out and get to know each other.
Oh, for sure. And it's beautiful. I mean, you know how beautiful it is up there. So it's a neat place, stand around the fire, have a beer, and just, get to know each other. That's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited for that one.
Me too. All right, guys. Well, if you guys out there watching us tonight don't have any questions, we'll probably wrap this up right now. Just so you know, we will be going live at 7 p.m. Several days throughout the week coming up. We're going to release a schedule with other guests that we're going to have. We're going to have them on just talking about the fisheries, what they see going on, anything that they see on ways to improve fisheries, help educate anglers, basically just talk about fishing. And then, you know, ways that they see that every angler can help start getting involved in improving the fisheries. So yeah, we're going to release that schedule with a bunch of guests coming up. It'll be 7 p.m. during the week. And so we really hope to see you guys continually as we start building out this Northwest Fishing Club. One thing we do want to do at the end of every podcast is end the night by asking our guest for a piece of alpha. That can be life advice, that can be fishing advice, that can be whatever they want to give us. So Todd, tonight, if you don't mind, I'd like to ask you to start off with your piece of alpha, then Tim, and then I'll go last.
All right. Well, tonight I'm going to stay true to form. Going fishing, Tim. Going fishing. And so, because of what I have going on right now, getting ready for my season, it is routine boat maintenance. Don't overlook it. It gets very expensive if you do. I'm just going to leave it at that.
Do you have personal experience with this?
I do have personal experience with this right now. And so one thing, you know, I mean, it's just one thing that fell through the cracks. My boat goes into the shop every year and to get its maintenance done. And this one just happened to fall through. Well, I got to explain it now. So I got the Reactor 40 Garmin wireless remote on my kicker motor. So once I start my kicker motor, put it in gear, I can run my kicker from anywhere in the boat with a wireless remote. Idle, you know, throttle up, throttle down, left, right, you know, stay on this track. Well, I didn't realize, you know, you would think that you would keep that stainless steel arm all the way inside the cylinder that, you know, where it turns to keep the weather off of it. Nope. Run it all the way out. And so I learned that I should just let Rick be really good at his job down at the boat repair and not think when it comes to my boat maintenance, because I'm no good at it.
Good to know.
So yeah, that's it. Boat maintenance.
I like
little things.
Tim, what's your piece of alpha for everybody?
Yeah, so I'm going to take it for the life advice side of things tonight. You know, we've all been working really hard on this project in our personal lives to improve different aspects of ourselves. And I just want to remind everyone out there to take 5 to 10 minutes every day to just enjoy the little things. You know, if sun is shining, enjoy that for a second. If the breeze feels good on your back, enjoy that for a second. Just take a few minutes to enjoy the little things. That's all mine is for tonight.
Well done,
I love
sir.
it.
Yeah, that was a good one.
So I guess I'll end with
strategy.
I guess I'll end with mine tonight. If there's one thing I can leave all of you with, it's this: that right now there's an opportunity for anyone that wants to hustle. There's thousands of these NFT projects out there that are based on any interest in the world. If there's something that interested you, go jump into their Discord, and get to know the team, get to know about the project, start teaching yourself about NFTs and what's going on. There's a lot of these projects that are willing to pay people to be community managers, to be artists for them, and just generally help out with the project. Uh, I mean, a lot of that entails moderating the Discord, starting conversations, working on extra tasks that a team might have or need helps with. And so there's a lot of these teams that are willing to pay anywhere from $5,000 to $30,000 a year for you to help them out, to just jump in there and help grow the project. So, I mean, you can literally get paid to just hang out online, talk with people about your passions, about your interest, whatever your favorite subject is. So if you're literally willing to hustle, you can go get yourself 5 of these positions. And now all of a sudden you're making anywhere from $30,000 to $150,000 a year just from talking with people online. That's kind of what we're doing here with the Northwest Fishing Club. But there's any subject, any interest that you might have, there's an opportunity available for you right now. Go jump into Discords, learn about what's going on, and take advantage of it. You can change your life with what's going on in the world right now. And all we're trying to do with the Northwest Fishing Club is basically give that opportunity to anybody that wants it, that is passionate about fishing.
Yeah, well put. I totally agree with that.
You win.
All right.
Tim was pretty close, but I think you definitely, look, I didn't even know what an NFT was a month and a half ago.
Yeah, most people don't.
And now, I can't thank you enough, for the opportunity. So
that's all we want to do. We want to teach people that what's going on with crypto, what's going on with NFTs isn't scams. If there's a team that's willing to build, willing to put their reputation on the line, willing to give people opportunities, jump on it. It can change your life. And we're trying to do that right now with fishing.
Right.
All right, guys. Well, it looks like there's no other questions from chat. So I guess that's going to be it for tonight. If you're watching, we do have that wall hangers list. We would love to hear from you. We would love to help you if you're passionate about fishing. Jump into something early. Help us out. We're going to help you out. We also have giveaways going on our social media profiles right now. You can go to Facebook. You can go to Twitter. There's pinned posts. Instagram, you're going to have to dig a little bit for that post, but the work will be worth it. We're giving away 5 NFTs. So that's a great way for, that opportunity to jump into something new and just by helping sharing what we're doing. So with that, guys,
awesome.
Thank you very much. Hopefully you'll be able to tune in to the next podcast. We'll be releasing that schedule soon, and we'll see you all next time.
See you next time.